G'day, it's Phil from Camper Trails and Hybrid Campers. Today we're going to be talking about the Milenco Grand Aero Platinum towing mirrors. So the Grand Aero Platinum towing mirrors are a solution for those who don't want to go to the very top end, but are certainly looking for something that's going to suit them in that sort of mid-price range. Milenco has sent us out this product to test. We're going to give you some honest feedback about it. So the first thing is, that's how it comes packed. It's in a box, and inside that box you have two sets of mirrors that come in a very well made canvas bag. So it's good that they sort of look after their product in that respect. Now the first thing that you have to do is screw this on. So this comes, the actual mirror itself comes separate from the actual handle. So the first thing you need to do is just screw that on. Now just make sure that you are mounting them in the right way, that the bend must point down to the ground. So you're fitting them in this fashion here, and so obviously the bend goes down. Obviously you can extend the length this way. So you'll see that you've got two sets of clamps. The clamps actually pinch to the inside, so I'll swing the camera around and just show you how that works. So the clamps are supposed to fit inside the lip of the mirror, so make sure that you push them all the way in as far as they can go to the backing plate, and tighten these off as tight as you can go. So it is really important that you try and tighten these off, and I'll explain why in a few minutes. So they tighten off. The next thing is you have these here. So now what that enables you to do is actually to swing this around, just get that angle right. So again, once you've got the angle right, you'll just lock those off in place. Once you've got this organized, the next thing you're going to be doing is just angling the mirror. So now obviously with it being new, it's going to take a little bit of time just to adjust, but once you do have it adjusted, the next thing I would do is again tighten these off. So I cannot stress this anymore. Tighten as much as you can, and don't be afraid to be really firm with it. And obviously once you've got them set, then obviously you'll be okay. And another good tip would be to actually mark this off, perhaps just with a little bit of tape. Once these sections here are marked off, then you know exactly where you can put them again. So in terms of fitting, they are pretty easy to fit, but there is certainly a knack to it. In terms of build quality, the actual build quality is quite high standard. So these are actually really easy to tension up by hand. You don't feel like they're hurting you. And there is plenty of play certainly inside these screws. There's enough depth in the clamps too for most mirrors, I would expect. And there's also enough width in there so that you don't have too much flex. Now, I'm quite honest when it comes to reviews, so I'm going to give you my honest opinion. Would I buy these personally? Yes, I probably would. However, what I would suggest is that if you're going to fit them, make sure you fit them during the daylight. Make sure that they're really well clamped down. Tighten them as much as you possibly can. I unfortunately did lose one, and it was only after about 7 k's of driving, so that was disappointing. But look, I put that down to user error, not the problem of the product. So again, one thing I would stress is tighten these down as much as you can, and then that way it gives you the best chance. The thing that I like about them is that they are super lightweight, and depending on the kind of vehicle that you're towing, you'll be able to use them for most vehicles. And also if you've got a wide van, you can adjust them. There's plenty of play in terms of the length, so that's good. It's good having the Milenco bag as well, just to store them around. That way they're not going to get scratched. And the actual mirror itself, the quality of the mirror is good. There's no distortion, and it gives you a really true view from inside the cockpit of the car. So yeah, overall, as I say, generally quite happy. Just make sure that you tighten these off and you're happy with that. Give them a bit of a shake around before you travel. Make sure that you're okay with them. But yeah, for the Milenco Grand Aero Platinum touring mirrors, pretty good product, and we rate them pretty well. All right, that's it from Camper Trails and Hybrids. If you like this review, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can hear more about some of the products that we review. We've got some more products coming up from Milenco down the track. If you want to comment, leave a comment below, we'll answer that as well. Other than that, thanks for tuning in and have a great day.